Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sean Roy with Averta Insurance. I just want to take a sec and go over the new enrollment, the change request form. Okay, this by the way is specific to the CalChoice system, CalChoice network, which offers multi-tier, multi-carrier options. Let me pull up the document. Let's just go through it together. Okay. So this form is used during the open enrollment period. Okay, so when your employer is renewing their coverage every year, right? You have a new open enrollment period. This form is used if you're changing anything that you have previously selected for your benefits. So for example, if you chose, let's just say, an HMO medical plan, and now you want a PPO, you're going to use this form. If you chose a PPO and you want an HMO now, you're going to use this form. Let's say you only enrolled in medical and now you want vision or dental or both. Or if you only enrolled in dental, now you want medical, you're going to use this form, okay? If you're not making any changes in your group's renewal, you do not have to do anything under the CalChoice system. You simply send me an email and you say, hi, my name is, Sean Roy, and I am continuing with my existing benefits. Or if you're waiving, you could say I'm continuing to waive. But if you're making any change, like for example, if you had benefits before and now you're deciding to waive or decline benefits, you need to make the change and waive, okay? So this form, let's just say I currently was enrolled in an HMO and I currently had dental and no vision. And now I want to change to a PPO. Okay, so I'm going to click here. If changes are to be effective at renewal, right? That's bingo, step number one. Now, please disregard these instructions. Okay. We do not want you to fax the form to this number or to email to member processing. You're going to make sure your change gets to me, your employee benefits insurance broker. By now, I hope you all have my email address and my phone number. If not, hand the change form to your HR person, or ask for my email or call me, whatever it is, and get me this document, okay? Again, please do not alter this form as it will delay processing. So just keep it going as is. So step one, if you're making a change, you check this box. Step two, for employee information, you're going to fill section A out, right? Employee last name, employee first name, employee social security, middle initial, and group number, okay? Click here if it's a new address, right? Remember, this is for changes. So if you had an old address, you have a new address, make that indication there. Include residential and or mailing. This is important, all right? Here's where you're going to put in your new physical address. This is where you live, okay? Where are you sleeping? Where do you actually live? This is the address. Include the apartment number, please. I've had several people in years past, oops, I forgot my apartment number. And guess what happened? You got enrolled, but you never got your ID card, did you? So let's make sure the apartment and city is included. Read this carefully, guys. This right here is county, not country. I've actually had people's application get delayed because this was entered as United States. So please make sure you're reading this correctly, okay? Sometimes we're in a hurry. We all make these silly little, simple mistakes. But anyway, read this carefully. So state, zip code, county, phone number, company name is important. Make sure you put the actual company name. If you work for Ted's Tacos Incorporated, don't just write Ted's, spell out Ted's Tacos Incorporated, okay? If your name is incorrect for some reason, you're going to want to indicate that here. Name change, correction. Put in your new first name, your new last name, and your new middle initial, all right? So far, so good. Let's keep it going. This is only to be, section B is only to be completed to cancel coverage or add dependents. It's that simple. It's kind of just read as it goes along, and it's actually easy to follow. But like I said, sometimes we're in a hurry, we make this mistake. So if applicable, date of marriage, divorce, if you're adding or canceling a spouse, you're going to put that there, right? Read this. If child custody, enter date of adoption, right? And if you're canceling, right, reason for canceling. Okay. Now here's where you're going to complete this. If you're canceling, you're going to cancel what you had. So if you no longer want medical insurance, you want to cancel medical insurance. In other words, you're just going to you're going to cancel your medical. If you have medical and dental and you only want to cancel dental, you're going to cancel dental. Do you see this? So this is for canceling or adding dependents. So for spouse, all your dependents, you're going to indicate here for your spouse or domestic partner. Are you adding medical for your spouse? You add it there, right? If you're canceling dental, you cancel there. Same with your kids, right? You're gonna cancel medical and add dental, whatever you're doing, and then just complete the form as it states. You're going to put your last name all through this line here, first name all through this line. We need the social security numbers, so include those for your dependents as well. This is gender at birth, everybody. So you're born male, you're male. You're born female, you're a female. That's how it goes in the world of insurance. So please include gender for all your dependents as well as their date of birth. Disability, we also need to know. All right. So read this here. If adding dependents by signing this document, I declare under penalty of perjury. So make sure you read this and understand what exactly you're doing. Okay. You have the power to add and cancel, but your spouse may not be too happy about it. So make sure you're all on board. Okay. Print your name on page 2. This is in case your pages become separated underwriting. We need to be able to track down who goes what to where. All right. So print the name, print the group number, and you're good to go. Read a little more. Make sure you're understanding here. Okay. Section C is only complete to add or change your benefit plan. So for example, if you do not have medical coverage at this time, last year, right? You said, I don't want medical coverage because I'm covered elsewhere, or I just don't have it or couldn't afford it, whatever the reason was. Now you want to add it. So you're going to check add, and you're going to pick the plan and review your worksheet. I have a whole video on reviewing your worksheet, walking you through that CalChoice setup. It's a little confusing. I'm trying to guide you through it as best as I can. Feel free to contact me at any time. I'm always available to help, okay? So if you're adding a plan, make sure you select the right plan. Whatever you put in these boxes, well, you can only check one box, but whatever you put is what you're getting enrolled in. So if you put, right, a PPO, an HMOC, right here, you put HMOC, silver HMOC, and you selected this whole line, right, goes for Anthem Blue Cross, but really you wanted HMOC for another carrier like Kaiser. Okay, whatever box is checked, you're getting enrolled in, and that's it for the year. So please make sure you get your carrier correct, corresponding with the line of options for bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Okay, because some of these plans, it's just like I said, HMOC exists here, HMOC exists here, it exists here, it exists here, and here. So make sure you're putting the right HMOC down. Okay. If you already have coverage, let's say last year you enrolled in HealthNet, HMOG, right? Let's just say this was the plan you had. And maybe now you're saying, you know what? I don't want that plan anymore. I want the Anthem Blue Cross PPOC. Well, that's how you make the change. You hit the change box and you select the plan you want now. Okay. Pretty simple. All right, moving on. Same thing. This is for spouse and dependents, right? They're going to be enrolled if you're electing that. So you're going to indicate their names, their primary care physicians, if they're current patient, and please indicate their provider ID in the city. If you want a primary care physician assigned to you, you check this box and you don't have to worry about any of this stuff in this section, okay? Please make a note of this. I'm going to highlight this here. Da, da, da. If changing health plan, please select a primary care physician, right? A PCP. A PCP is not required for Kaiser, EPO, and PPO benefits. Okay, EPO and PPO, you're referring yourself to wherever you want to go. You have that network. Kaiser, you have the access to the full Kaiser network. That's why you don't need to select a doctor. So if a PCP is not contracted with your selected health plan prior to enrolling, or if a PCP is not listed, one will automatically be assigned to you. And that's fine if that happens. You don't need to worry. This can always be changed down the road. You can go to the CalChoice website, do a provider search. You could find a new doctor. Maybe you didn't like the one you're at. Maybe for some reason you just want to change. Just keep in mind, it takes about 30 days. You can't go to the doctor tomorrow and make the change today. It won't take effect. Okay. So make sure the appropriate boxes get signed or checked. Here you're going to want to print your name and your group number again on top of page 3, just in case they become separated. And this is the same thing. You're going to add or change. If you're changing, you select the new plan that you want. If you're adding it, if you didn't have it before, you're adding it now. Same thing with the dentist name and ID number. You could check if you're a current client of the dentist, or sorry, same thing. Check if it's a current dentist of yours, or check if you would like a dentist assigned. Same thing. Here's the same thing you're going to do for voluntary vision, right? You're going to add if you want to add it, or if you change it, you're going to change it now. Okay. If your employer group plans include life insurance, you're going to make those changes here. Same thing. You're just going to write your beneficiary names down with their middle initial included, date of birth, relationship to you, the percentage of the benefit. Okay. So if you have a $10,000 life policy and you have a primary only, you're going to want 100% of that benefit to go to the person. So the percentages must total 100. Okay. So you might have someone up in this column and they have 50% of the coverage, right? Then you have to make sure these two boxes total 50. So 50, 25, 25, 50, 10, 40, whatever. Or you can just do 90 and 10. Anyway, these have to total 100, okay? So make sure you're reading this because it all matters. This is your benefits for the next year. So this is important, guys. Page 4, you're just going to print your name on the top with the group number. You're going to read all of this, right? You're going to read everything and sign. So print your name here, sign it on the left. This is today's date, you guys. This is not the date you were hired, the effective date. It's not your birth date. Please make sure you read this correctly. It's today's date that you're signing, okay? And that's it. That's the change. It's pretty simple. If you've done the CalChoice regular employee application before, this should actually be very familiar to you because it's very similar to the actual application when you actually enrolled the first time. So it should look familiar. It shouldn't be too confusing at this point, but then again, it's a change. So don't be scared. Give me a call, shoot me an email, whatever you need. I am definitely available to help you at any time. That's it. I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.